So I had my quarterly doctor's appointment this morning at the nephrologist. I'm kidney transplant. So every quarter they want to take my blood, check me out, make sure everything's doing fine with the transplant. Now, thankfully, most of these are televisits, but once a year I have to go in and get a couple of scans done and things like that. And it is all the way down in downtown Dallas, probably with no traffic, about 40 minutes or so from where I live. But when is there no traffic going into downtown Dallas? It is always irritating knowing that I have to clear pretty much an entire morning and not knowing how long it's going to take. Sometimes things get backed up. And so I can't schedule any hearings or client meetings or anything like that because last thing I want to do is have to be calling a court, telling them I can't make it or rescheduling a client meeting. And I think this is one of the frustrations that really gets overlooked when personal injury attorneys are putting together demand packages or negotiating, or really even at trials. I think everybody knows how big of a pain it is to have to schedule time with a doctor. It seems like a lot of times, any kind of healthcare provider is running behind and you have to take time off work. And not only is it frustrating to you, but, it's frustrating to bosses, it's frustrating to team members, especially when those things run long and things are having to be rescheduled. Sometimes clients, especially at the beginning of cases, they're seeing doctors 2-3 times a week. And sometimes specialists, they're backed up. And so they're seeing specialists once a month, sometimes more than that. And they're having to schedule those appointments months out in advance. And it's stressful. It's stressful because you're having to miss work. It's stressful because you have to plot out the time to get there. You have to sit in traffic. You have to deal with all of these different things going on simply to get to and from the doctor's visit. And so I really think that this is something that a lot of personal injury attorneys either don't consider or don't put enough importance behind. And insurance adjusters hate to hear about it. They want to try to blow you off every time. And you got to have a discussion with them of, hey, look, when's the last time you were at the doctor? Can you imagine having to deal with that 3-4 times a week for something that's not even your fault? So just some thoughts on having to deal with medical appointments for personal injury victims.